everybody, welcome back to The Hobby Musician. Today, I want to give you the one main tip on how you can instantly improve the playability and just overall feel of any instrument you have. Now, this tip is going to work on instruments you already own, or if you go to the store and buy one, or if you're in the process of building something or assembling something from a kit like I am today, this tip will also work. Now, it entirely focuses on one area of the neck. It entirely focuses on the fret edges. Now, when it comes to playability, I'm really thinking about aspects of how smooth does it feel in your hand and how quickly you can move around to get to the different areas of the neck. That's what can really start to make instruments stand out as being of different price points and different qualities. If it's smooth, if it feels good, it's probably a high-class instrument. Now, what is, the root cause of why it wouldn't feel like that? Well, in the manufacturing process, oftentimes they will run passes. Once the frets get installed, they usually overhang. So they will take passes and go up and down the sides of the neck to grind and sand them flush. But then there's always a second pass. The second pass comes in at an angle, and they grind the top of the frets inwards, kind of in from the edges at an angle to help get them out of the way for your fingers to play. Now, to be fair, many instruments, the kit that I'm working on right now, many instruments you get from the store, oftentimes they're good to go. That angle gets them out of your way. You can start playing, no problem. But occasionally that angle isn't steep enough, or maybe it didn't quite get all of the frets. And every now and then you may get an edge where if you kind of just really focus and go back and forth on that edge, it just feels sharp. That can distract you, and it can really kind of take away from the playing experience. So, how do you do this? How do you fix that? Well, you can fix it with something as simple as this one tool. Now, this is a file, and it's designed specifically for this job. You can certainly use kind of other metal files, wood files that you already have, but there are some details about this that make me recommend this over using one of those. This particular one I got from StewMac. They're not a sponsor. I just did my own homework, spent my own money, and got this, but it's a really good file for this job. The specific thing that makes it good is that they designed, it's rectangular, and the top and the bottom are completely smooth. You can kind of go on the edge of anything and nothing. It will not damage, it will not grind anything. But on each side, they've put the filing edge. So the scratchy part is on the left and the right side. Now, the reason you do that is so that you can place it on the guitar neck and then slide it up against these fret edges. Now, I've taken some close-up pictures because I can't get the camera in close enough for you to really see the details. But here's a picture of one of these frets as it is. Like I said before, this kit comes in, it's playable. I could assemble it, I could skip this entire thing, and it actually would be fine. But I want to use it as a demonstration purpose. You can see that there is a sharp difference between the face, that angled face, and then as it transitions into the long part of the fret, there is just a pronounced edge. It's kind of that semicircle arc that you can see in the picture. That arc is where the potential for catching your fingers could come. So here's what we do. I'm going to take the flat edge of this, and I'm going to place it down right here on the neck of the guitar, and I'm going to slide it up against, just in my case, the right edge of this, and then I'm going to begin to push away, and as I push away, I'm going to bend and tip the filing edge over that arc, over the edge that you could see in that picture. And as I push away and I tip over like this, you can kind of see I'm curving it and grinding it over 4 or 5 passes. Already, we've done, I think that's 5 or 6 now, but just something like that is all it takes. And now the second picture you're going to see, this is one down here that I did as an example. It is where you can see on the one side, that transition is now softened over. You can kind of see it's ground away a little bit, whereas the other side still looks sharp because we haven't done that side yet. Okay, so all you got to do then is just move to the other side. I think we're working on this fret. Move to the other side, switch hands or whatever's comfortable for you, and then same thing. Place the flat edge down, slide it up against the fret, and then start to push away from you and tip it over the edge, just carefully like that. And when you're right here and when you're looking at it, it's pretty easy to kind of keep track. You can almost see the light starts to glint off that edge differently as you begin to grind it over. And then after 4 or 5 passes, you can take your finger, slide it back and forth, and then compare it. Go to the fret next to it, and you will be amazed at how much of a difference you can feel in the smoothness and the softness of that playing. And here's a picture where both sides are done, and you can see compared to the beginning when it was a really pronounced edge, once you kind of 4 or 5 grinding passes on each end, you've got a softer, more gradual transition, and that's something that the skin of your fingers is just going to glide right over. So, as always, I hope you got something from this video, and until next time, play on, my friends, play on.